Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Marauders Guild. And today we are playing something brand new for the channel. We are playing a little game called Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. But in particular, we're playing a Star Wars mod on the game entitled INTERREGNUM. I can't always pronounce it right, but it's something new I'm trying out for the channel here. It is a brand new game, and little heads up, I'm going to be playing it with mods because like I said, it is something new I'm doing for the channel. So I'm just doing this as a sort of test to see if people would like to see something of this, right? If people would like to see Star Wars Interrogum being played on the channel. Now, what in this whole game essentially is, it is a space-based game, space RTS, very similar if you've seen games like Stellaris. It's very similar to that fashion, which everything takes place in space and is all about building your planets up, building your fleet up, and then taking the fight to the enemy. Now, the game mode I'm starting here is a three-way battle against the Rebellion. Well, I'll bring it up here. The Rebellion, who are being led by Leia. As you can see, they're calling themselves the Fleet of Bothui. And then there are the Seraph Warriors. These are the end-game already species. They're not new, but I decided just to put them in there anyway, just as a third faction to spice it up a bit. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm going to scuttle this building. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to try my best to explain it as I play. Essentially, what you have here is you want to conquer planets. You want to expand your galaxy. Here's the star. You don't have to take the star, but you want to expand the galaxy. The point of the game mode here is, I'm going to click up here so you can see, is capital planets. As you can see, mine is listed. I don't have the enemies listed. That's because I don't know their capital planets yet. But the goal here is to destroy the enemy capital planets. So I'm going to zoom back into mine here. And we're going to construct some shit. Like, see, that just got scuttled. And we're getting some stations constructed. Everything's going to construct rather quickly because of the mods I have. I have fast construction. The reason I have mods activated again is because I don't know if I want to do this long term, so I'm just testing waters here. And if you guys want to see this series even more, I'll go into it with like normal playthroughs. Probably even make it a whole like Galactic Conquest sort of thing where I'll make it a weekly series for the channel and things of that variety. I'm just testing new waters here in terms of gaming for the Marauders Guild, and this is kind of like the first foyer into that. That is a terrible placement. If you don't know, this is the Star Destroyer yard, which is where I construct all major ships and things like that variety. I'm gonna do some research here as well. I'm kind of all over the place. But yeah, this is where we can research things and new ships, things we need for colonization, all of that variety. I'm just gonna go through and research everything I possibly can. Also, research is at its max, so I don't really have to worry about it right now. I just want to get to a good point here, and where we can, keep this series going if I decide to. So we're gonna construct some Victory Star Destroyers. What I really want to construct are these Victory 1s right now. The reason being is they have this ability called Established Garrison. And you need that desperately if you want to establish anything on a planet. We're going to form our first fleet with this Victory Destroyer as well. And we're going to call in, I do believe we can call in some Imperial Class 1s. And we're going to call in 2 Victory 2s. Now, as they're being constructed, they'll come out and automatically join the fleet. As you can see here, he's already part of the fleet. And we're going to right click here. That does is he'll level up. So he's a level 1, and he'll level up to the max 10. And as they level up, they'll spend these points for abilities. And as you can see, the abilities for the Imperial Class 1 Star Destroyers are here. Tractor beams, assault shuttles they'll launch, deploy golden bows, and then the Imperial Presence is a more passive ability. And then here we got the Victory 2s. Victory 2s are more combat suited than the Victory 1s. Victory 1s, of course, can do combat, but they're more so for fortifying planets, things like that variety. The Victory 2s are designed for full-on combat. And this is the first small fleet we have constructed here. I'm going to call in some frigates and cruisers to help them out. Let's get some acclimators for planet bombardments. And I don't believe I have any frigates. Yeah, I don't have any frigates that can be made anyway. Or cruisers, rather. So we got some acclimators coming in, and they'll back up this fleet. And, they're good for combat as well, but they're mostly suited for taking out planets, bombarding them, as you can see them loading out of this capital, this frigate yard, I should rather say. Now, this looks familiar. You might have played Empire War. This is a Sector Moff headquarters. Not called that in Empire War, but in the game, this will be responsible for, when we get the research, summon heroes, as you can say. We get Admiral Piet, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Captain Rogris. I believe all the ships have called in. So now we're going to do our first major movement here. We're going to go take a planet. So we're going to go send them there. Another thing I'm going to do, while that happens, while they get ready to move to hyperspace, travel between planets, and we're going to call in a Tartan Patrol Cruiser. Now what the Tartan Patrol Cruiser can be used for is, if we see here, explore. If you activate that, it should, sometime sooner, if it decides to go, there it goes, will go out and scout planets. So we're going to follow a ship as it goes to hyperspace here because I love it. We're going to the upward angle as well. I love this game's ship movements. It feels so like really cool to see it. As you can see here, there's no major faction here right now. Just a few lower level factions, if you would. I got an Alliance frigate here, a Nebulon B2, being quickly destroyed. No problem. As you can see, this Victory Destroyer is already making its way to this asteroid, and we're going to claim it in the name of the Empire. I just love this look. This is like probably my favorite Star Wars mod on the game. Right? There are other Star Wars mods. I think there's at least 4 or 5 on this game alone. If you guys want to see those being played, just let me know. And I would definitely look into bringing those other mods to the channel and other Star Wars games, as long as Star Wars mods as well. As we're going to upgrade this planet here, explore it, and we'll set it up for smuggling as well. As you can see here, there's an enemy already, their scout ship. So I think we want to try to take that out. We can't. That's their scout. So their scout is now moving. It's going to come here, obviously. Luckily, there's no other way to reach my capital planet, so I don't have to really worry about that. We're going to auto-construct some fighters. But yeah, there's no other way to reach my capital planets. Okay, I just got a mission. Lots going on. They want me to give them credits. I don't really have to do that. I'm not going to do that. So as we said, we discovered a penal colony. That might be something rare. It's not something rare, but a penal colony will be like one of the special things you can find on some colonies that really help give boosts. As you see here, it increases the structure build cost, something we don't have to worry about because of the mods we have. But if we didn't have mods, guess what? It'd be really useful. So we're going to construct these 3 things here. Research station, so we can research more things. And we're going to construct that frigate yard as well, as you saw, so we can have some Star Destroyers being built here. And we're going to do some more research topics. Let's get that. And we're going to research everything, pretty much, basically, that we would need to research. I think that unlocks Venator. So that's Warship Reactor. This is my favorite one because it activates the Venator Destroyer, which is, of course, the Republic Star Cruiser, the Jedi Cruiser, as they've also been referred to in Star Wars. I believe some action is going on right now. Something's happening. Also, that scout ship is heading the other way. Alright. So we're going to send this fleet to the next planet. Now, as you can see, this planet has an insignia over it, unlike the one that we saw here. This one had like a really random insignia. It didn't really mean anything. This one has a rather prominent one. And if you look here, we can see everything that was there. Last intel was 70-something seconds ago. This is Ord Tracy, Apprentice United. Now, this is a minor faction. Minor factions aren't that big of an issue. This is a part of the DLC for this game, but a lot of mods do make use of it. Minor factions essentially are like minor planets that have a pretty good sized militia. If you attack them, there's a chance they might retaliate and try to take the planet rather. Try to take the planet back. Doesn't really come out. We're going to give this guy credits. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? As you can see there, he doesn't hate me. Well, he does hate me, but he's growing up to me. The Rebellion, on the other hand, hates everyone. So there's if you can go to peace in this game, that is a thing that is very possible. You don't have to be at war with every faction. You can be at war. Say, for instance, you're in a game with 6 sides. You could be at war with 2 of them and at peace with 4 of them. But you're automatically, unless you set it to, otherwise, will be at war with everyone. What is that? Okay, I'm not even going to lie. If you saw Rise of Skywalker, this looks like the palace on Exegol. And it's not. This is like something that was based in the game, I believe. So here we go. We got our first conflict with this new enemy. I got a tractor beam on that guy. Take a look at these ships they have. Let's wreck these bad boys. I think we're taking that ship, actually. We might be taking that ship. I've seen that arrow before. Usually it means you're persuading. Yeah, we just took it. Look at that. We now have one of their ships in our possession. Now, oh, there we go. That's gone. I kind of want that, though, right? Oh, yeah, that's just a turret. Never mind. I thought that was a ship. Is this a ship? A robotics cruiser. It was a robotics cruiser. Not anymore. Look at this. The might of this Imperial fleet. We're going to tell this Victory 1 cruiser, if I can find it, there it is, to go ahead and... Actually, no. Let's attack that. Because we would have to bombard this planet. If there wasn't, like other planets, like how this one was, if you remember how this one was when we took it, we didn't need to bombard it, and that is because it is not technically a colony world. And speaking of this planet, we're going to construct a new fleet here, while the other fleet deals with that planet. We're going to give it an established garrison, make a fleet with it. I'm going to do the same thing with you. So we'll start off with that, and now we're going to bring in my favorite ship to use, Venators. We're going to bring in 3 of these bad boys. So all the Venators in here are outsuited with that devastating laser. Isn't activated, but here, the SPH-A T-beam. If you've seen it used in Clone Wars, it can wreck, and it is no different in this game. As we bring in one more, and to back these boys up, we're going to get 2 Imperial Class 1 Star Destroyers. There we go. Where are you guys going? Let's go check on this other planet. See how it's coming along. I do believe the acclimators are, yeah, they are bombarding the planet. As you can see, we have gunboats taking out this frigate factory. Finished the job on that. We didn't take out the capital ship factory, but we're, again, fighters are working on it. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. And now the planet is being bombarded. No remorse. Where is this guy going? Where is he going? This is what I love about this game, is just seeing that. Look at that shot. Look at that planet being destroyed. You can see that the planet health is going down. Once that planet health hits 0, the population of this world will be officially destroyed, as that ship we just took is zooming over here. Alright, let's go check back on that second fleet. We're going to make sure the Star Destroyer has the upgrades that it needs. Boom. And I don't know if I explained this. We're going to right click here as well, squadron management. This automatically, oh, the metal market just crashed. This automatically constructs starfighters and things of that variety. And we're going to move it to the planet. We have a pretty straight shoot here. This is not the best world to have. But we're going to send this fleet here. And while these guys kind of finish up the job that's been done here. This is a starbase. This legit looks like Palpatine's little place on Exegol. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're just gonna work. We have this planet now, so we're gonna upgrade it. So I think I'm gonna leave it off there as well. If you guys liked what you saw, oh wow, hold up, what a world to look at while we do this, while we end this video. If you guys, oh, there's conflicts happening. Let's go something a little bit more peaceful. Oh, what is happening? My mouse is on the fritz all of a sudden. Okay, there we go. If you guys want to see more of this, if you want to see more Sins of a Solar Empire, Rebellion, Star Wars mods, or any kind of Star Wars games in the future, let me know, and I'm gonna try my best to get them on the channel. Get you guys some cool content. If this does well, you will see another Sins of a Solar Empire episode 2 very soon. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Marauders Guild for any kind of Star Wars content that you are looking for, as we are hitting the road again. We're going to get back into it. Get back into some sweet Star Wars goodness here on the Marauders Guild. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and ring that bell. You'll get notified about every upload. You won't miss a thing. Until the next time, may the force of others be with you.